I'm Rob Wallace and I'm owner of Del Rio Vineyards. I've been in agriculture over 35 years. When we moved to Oregon, this property was just being developed as a vineyard, and our aspirations were to be similar to what we did in California, was to grow crops and sell the crop to processors or to wineries, and that really is what we expected to do here. We realized that we had more grapes than we could sell. We built a winery in 2004 to help accommodate for the excess product that we had, and since then we've continued to develop on that winery project and also continued to plant more vineyards. And so now we're up over 500 acres of grapes and I think over 800 or so thousand gallons of capacity in the winery, and so it's been growing for 20-some years.
I'm Jolie Wallace and I'm the owner of Del Rio Vineyards. Del Rio means of the river, and this was a pear orchard planted in the 1920s. What's interesting about Del Rio and wines is we grow 13 different kinds of grapes here. I try and tell people that we have a wine for everyone. We have dry styles, we have a sweet rose Jolie wine, we have wines that are super accessible right out of the bottle that are Rock Point wines. And we have different price points. You could have a top-end standalone varietal Pommard, which is a Pinot Noir, or you can go down to a table wine that's affordable for every night drinking. So I think that we have something that hits the palates of most of our consumers.
Yeah, you know, the wines at Del Rio have developed over the years, and I really have to give credit to our winemaker. John Michel's been with us now for I think over 15 years. He's an incredible winemaker.
And he's actually learned over the years about Oregon wine styles and really tapping into the different regions in our own vineyard and how they taste and have different tasting profiles.
My name is Jean-Michel Jussiaume and I am the winemaker at Del Rio Vineyards. I was born and raised in France, where my family has been producing wine since a few generations. I followed their steps naturally and tried to perpetuate the tradition of making great wine here now in Southern Oregon. I started to taste American wines, and my favorite were the ones from Oregon in general. So I was convinced that that was a place for me. We want our wine to be enjoyable, pleasant, affordable for everyone, and that's what we're working at.
The world of wine actually started here at Del Rio, and I don't remember what year it was. It was several years back. They asked us if we could host it here at Del Rio because we had a pretty good venue for it. Of course, we said yes. And so for 7 years, we did it right here where we're standing. And every year it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and ultimately it needed a bigger venue, and so it's moved over to Jacksonville. So it's been awesome watching the world of wine grow into what the Oregon wine experience has become today.
It's actually quite incredible. I would have never guessed that this event could have gotten this large. It helps promote our wine, it helps promote healthcare, it helps support children and people in need.
My favorite part of these events is the camaraderie between my peers, and also seeing all those people coming to taste our wine, coming from all over the state actually. Their enjoyment for the wine, that's what we work for all year, all my life. So it's nice to be able to share that during this event. For the founder barrel auction, we expect a very creamy Pinot Gris, not Pinot Grigio style, but more like rich, thick, layered and complex Pinot Gris that I think suits very well the climate here in Southern Oregon. The Oregon Wine Experience is not only a wine event, it's also a cause to help children and women in need. It's that we're all very proud to participate to such a cause and to do it in a great place like Southern Oregon.